Hello and welcome back to Avowed. We are now done with Gallowayne's tusks, basically. So it is time for us to head into Solace Keep and do the couple of things we have to do in there and then progress the story, I think. I think that's the plan. I have no idea what we're actually going to do in Solace Keep or whether we'll have an option to do anything else, but there do appear to be Dream Thrall fighters outside of it, which is probably going to be a clue as to what's going to happen. And hit it. There we go. And now bounce this between them. Nice. That guy's dead. Spider dead. Okay, so maybe all of Solace Keep has been dream thralled. That would be unfortunate. There do appear to be people waiting for us out the front. Who have we got here?
Careful, Envoy. If Solace is panicking, something's very wrong.
We need to...
And then what?
Alright.
Over with nothing?
Hello. Oh, they're letting us in, I guess.
The way that lava is rising.
The lava's rising? Oh, okay. Oh, from there. Oh, I see.
He's not the one I'm worried about.
This doesn't look good.
To tell the outposts.
Who are you? Just a warden soldier. Okay. That's fine. Well, I think we're okay to head in. Let's go. No dream thralls that we can see. We haven't seen many dream thrall dwarfs. We haven't seen many dwarfs. Well, that kind of lines up. It's interesting.
Everyone, please do not panic. Simply exit the keep quickly and calmly and
Well, that's definitely intriguing.
calm yourself.
Oh, Marius, praise Abaddon, you are alive.
What's happening? Why is everyone running around like blessed fools?
The volcano erupted. Any minute now, we're going to be flooded. We're evacuating. Kostya's gone to open the lava sluice gates, but they've been disused for so long. When Forja erupted, I thought... Oh, my boy. I'm so glad you're alive.
We'll say nothing.
Envoy, well, I'm glad you survived your trip up the mountain.
We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now.
Let's not waste time then. Where's the path to the garden?
We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to be asking.
The Steel Garrote would tell you otherwise. We have reason to believe there's a path under the keep. Be thankful you're talking to us rather than them. They were planning to storm the keep.
They're all dead, by the way. You're welcome.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace?
Because somebody told them.
How could they when we didn't even know they were here? Kostya's scouts would have seen them and they didn't report. You weren't lying then. He was. Good God.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the garden?
No. If such a thing existed, I can't believe it. He wouldn't. We took an oath to Nandru. The garden was our sacred duty, and he betrayed us. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya.
He's been trying to make a deal with Adir using the keep as a bartering chip. Let's just say that. He's been trying to make a deal with Adir using the keep as a bartering chip.
I knew he was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go that far. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the forge fire. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but...
But?
Oh, this is entirely too much. How could he have done this? I can't believe Kostya handed the steel garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. We took Mayu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava.
What would you have me do?
I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him.
Mihala.
I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way.
Thank you, Mihala.
If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. And Marius, make it back to us in one piece.
I assume that's an order, Commandant?
Head through the door in the smithy. You'll find Kostya in the lava tubes beneath the keep. Go now, and go with the gods.
Alright, so I think our chances of being able to get the star metal weapon reforged and to get the remaining stuff in the bit above are probably unlikely. Although this guy's still here. Wait a second, he's still here.
Outsider, that was a damn big explosion, wasn't it? Heard it down here above the sound of the anvils. What can I do for you?
Star metal.
Blessed dead.
Refine the meteor blade.
Hiding golem. Oh, this will be my pleasure. This won't take long.
Always a privilege.
Yeah.
Here you are.
Ondra's offense. You've outdone yourself, Forge Master. I'll put it to good use.
I should hope so. Anything less would be an enormous waste of potential.
Alright. I guess he's still here because he's a shop. Hey, we just did a side quest, completed it after we got the achievement for complete all side quests. I just wanted to point that out. We did that after we'd completed the quest. That's very funny. Okay, we now have the new sword, which is not Heaven Strike. Ondra's Offensive. There we go. So it's actually a higher quality than Heaven Strike, interestingly. Full combo attack gives the hit enemy minus 20% damage, and it hits deal frost damage. With more star metal to work with, Forge Master Della was able to take the meteor blade and hone its already impressive edge to something of legends. The cold emanating from this weapon is deepened to a chill worthy of the void that the metal comes from. When holding this sword, you can almost hear a faint sound, not unlike the ebb and flow of the tides themselves. Alright, and then Mihala's thing we weren't able to get, because you need Mihala's key and there's no way of getting that. So now we have finished every single thing that we need to do before the main quest. So let's go.
They went through this door.
Guy has a very important role in the game. He tells you that they went through the door. The door that's the only door there, that's got a large symbol saying they went through it on it. Without him, who knows what people would do? There would be chaos in the streets. Right. Down here? Interesting route to the lava sluice gates.
Look like something I'd have scraped off the ship in my Navy days.
Let's not spend any more time.
That's getting high. We shouldn't stick around.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a normal route to a sluice gate, but it could be that it's been changed since it was originally made with all these, well, fungal growths, as they said. Also, what is Kostya doing down here? I really hope he's getting these sluice gates done, because won't he die without them anyway? I don't know, maybe he's found another way out. Ooh, more things back here. This is exactly what we should be doing in an unstable bit of architecture, by the way. Just throwing grenades. That seems like a sensible idea to me. Suggest that there's something back there, but we can't get to it from this side. Down here, nothing here. Right, we'll check around this side. Oh, there's something up this way. This is where we just were 2 seconds ago. Wonderful. So way down, it's also this. It's giving us more stuff. There's also some enemies down here, so there's some Dream Thrall. Huh. Alright. What's up with the dream? Oh, these are beetles, actually. So if Kostya did come down here, then, well, then he got past the beetles somehow. Seems unlikely. More of this. More of that. One of those.
Well done.
Hit him. Nice. And we'll grab that.
That was fun.
Then that's everything on that side. Looking at some of the symbols on the wall. Nothing I think we can do anything with here.
Place feels like it's gonna come apart.
Oh, you know what I should do? Use some of these that I said I'd do between episodes, and I did. All these essence regen stuff. There we go. That's good.
Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba.
Oh, that was the thing that was up here. I see. Yeah, Kostya didn't come down this way at all. Unless he's a dream thrall somewhere at the back. I think he probably isn't. Right. Destroy that. And that. And in here. More things to destroy. Ooh. Very cool route down. You would think that the lava sluice gates would be something you'd want to have easy access to, but... And I guess if it was built on top of the not Pargrunen part, the Ikeda part, they might not have had much of a choice. Like, they're basically working with what the Ikeda worked with. There we go. Right. That's a lot of diamonds. Okay. So once again, the game is giving us a lot of money in this area at the end of the game. They really, really want to make sure that you have this stuff available to you to get equipment that you need. Right? They really want to make sure that you're not walking into the final area without equipment. Which is fair. Well, I'm assuming final area. We have no idea. We've done all the side quests, but so I don't know what I should call this area then. Like late game area? There we go. Finally, we got a taunt that worked when I pressed the button. That one's back there. And hit him. I gotta say, I like this Pillar of Ice ability. It's very good. Right. There we go. We'll grab the essence that we can.
Another glorious battle.
Primal Rock. Grenade. Dragon Hide. That's flammable, apparently. This looks a lot like the area that we had in Nako to Deck. In fact, I think it's almost exactly the same room layout. Just slightly like altered on the exits. Yeah, like this, I think this is the same room layout. I think what they did is they just put something in the way to block that, which was on the other side somewhere that got you to loot. But you could argue that this isn't actually like, oh, it's the same asset. It's like, oh, the Ikeda built multiple temples that look the same. That they built them off of a template. That's not a solid thing to, or that's not a good thing to hear. Her going voices, or them going voices silent. That probably means they just killed something, or maybe they're talking about the Ikeda. Either way, it's either they're talking about something that they just killed or something that they killed a while ago. So
We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya.
all right, you still think Kostya's down here? I don't think Kostya made it down here. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Kostya did. I just don't think that this is really Kostya's style to come down here. when it's like this. I think it's much more likely that Kost just said, yeah, I'll do that, and then just left. But what do I know? I'm still thinking Kostya left is the correct thing. Anyway. Open the door. Oh, there's a book down here, or a tablet.
Us, and we wound in return.
Right. Record of Old Solace, Part 4. The garden is a household name spoken in odd and hushed tones. We Pargrunen have known since the moment we arrived that to protect it was our sacred charge given to us by Wodika herself through our great founder. Beyond that, none know the truth of what the garden really was. On one instance, a bold young warden attempted to build in secret a vessel that would survive the trip across the Acid Sea. Upon discovering this, Nandru exiled the warden, claiming that the island's secrets were to remain just that. Trusted by Nandru himself, I am the only warden alive that knows the truth of the garden's nature. While smite me should I ever give in to temptation and put this secret to writing. The end of the document is marked with a faded symbol reminiscent of an eye, so while symbol, while being a god of secrets. So yeah, it would make sense that that's the god you pray to when you're like, I want to hold a secret. Who's Celebus?
Come and get me.
I didn't really mean to aggro them, I just wanted to destroy things. They don't really know I'm here, though. They know my companions are here. They don't know about me, though, really. Oh, they even de-aggroed. Slightly. Ow. That was him, okay. Hit him. Let's get rid of that frost accumulation. A little bit of grog. It moved position because I have new things. Right, hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. Big hit. Essence. Big hit. Pool of Eora. Bounce it. Right. Essence. Wait, do I need essence for these? Yes. Okay. Essence. Wait a second or two. Wait till we have the essence. Heal. Which will also summon 3 Dream Thralls to fight for me. Which is a little weird. Like, messaging-wise. But that's okay. Shoot it. Kai's dead again? Okay, never mind. Big ice hit. And blast him. Ow, that did hit me. Right. More of these around the corner. Right, that one's dead. Get rid of that. In here. Just want that to bounce a little bit. Kill some of these things, like the ranger. Alright, blast it. Run. Heal. Yes, heal. Ow. Right. Heal. Round here and... Ow.
Thanks, soldier. Hey, over here.
There we go. Finally got him off us.
Seek.
Right. Well, that's taught me something about using our weapon when we're too near the enemies. And then you end up in a chaotic fight, which you don't really want to be in. Ooh. Adraban. Cool. The route in here. Ow. I love that you can just be like, eat some grog, all the problems go away. Yeah, so that's a trap. Good to know. It's one of these dungeons, huh? They're like these dungeons. These ones where it's like, here's just a trap. Also, I like having a named enemy where there's absolutely nothing to tell you whether the name matters or not. I was kind of expecting like to see an like something about this enemy somewhere, but no. Just wanted to see the loot down there. It's way down there if it's down there. It must be over there. Yeah. Okay. The bit up above here. So what's up with that? That like weird purple light. It's definitely odd. I do think that Yahtzee would have some things to say down here. So I am like half in my mind like, oh, maybe I should have brought Yahtzee. But oh, that's an ancient, that's a unique item. Okay. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere without Kai. And Marius is like definitely part of this area. So I guess the only thing I would do is get rid of Kai. But again, I don't want to get rid of Kai, so. It slows the hit enemy by 15% for 5 seconds. Power attacks give you 20% movement speed for 5 seconds. Made from living wood and embedded with chunks of Adra, this bow feels alive in your hands. It was created millennia ago by unknown godless artisans and lost to time when they disappeared. In more recent history, this weapon was found in the depths of the godless ruins by an Adirian explorer named Atus. As the youngest son of the noble Cato line, Atus's prospects at home were dim, so he came to the Living Lands to seek his purpose. In his hands, his bow was a deadly implement indeed, but when or where it was he disappeared is a mystery. Regardless, it's thanks to this intrepid explorer that ancient alacrity no longer wastes away in the depths as it did for so many centuries. Wait, that's implying that he made it down here. Yeah, how did that happen? That's a wild idea. Yeah, so it looks like there's another way around from there. Let's go there. Oh, that's the noise I heard. I heard that thing. It sounded like loot. I like that this is rock falling in the same position over and over again. Right, back this way.
Quiet as the depths.
Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving.
Kostya probably isn't here. Keep attacking it. Record of Old Solace Part 3. A mere few weeks after arrival in Galawain's Tusk, Nandru unexpectedly visited the Living Archives. The monastery was still in its infancy, but he sought me out with the claim that he had made a shocking discovery. As we walked, Nandru pointed out various features of the landscape. A hill here, a now dry channel there, nothing out of the ordinary. Then he asked if anything seemed wrong to me. I did not, at least, until he told me his discovery. Galawain's Tusks used to be a verdant paradise, not this godforsaken waste. How he stumbled upon such a mystery he would not say, but I believed him then as I believe him now. Ah, that's with the symbol of whale on it as well. Huh. So it sounds like Nandru had the same visions that we have, or at least some of them. Either that or Wodaka told him. Part 1. This document has been written in a neat, efficient script. These are the words of the first elder monk, Karitana. founder of the Living Archives, appointed by Nandru himself on this most holy of missions, to ensure that the memories of the Pargrunan never fade to obscurity, to hone our minds into faultless repositories of knowledge and our bodies into weapons with which to defend them. With Whale as my witness, let it be known that as long as even one monk of these archives lives and breathes, our history will not be forgotten. As I near the end of my life, however, I find myself writing these records regardless. Let's hope they are never needed. Oh, interesting. So they did say I'm never going to write down these secrets. Do you think potentially they're going to have written down these secrets? Right, hit him. Just keep doing this. Got him. Right.
Everybody all right?
Clear that. More dragon hide. It's given us a lot of dragon hide in this area. I guess it's wanting you to upgrade your armor. This also gave us a lot of like metal as well. So I'm guessing it's an armor upgrade it wants you to go for. Interesting. Oh yeah, we have this at the other side as well. Is this a smart move? I don't know. Probably not. Almost definitely not. Right, let's go around this way. And then in here. Then round this way. Deliberately let myself fall down one level there so that I could get in the other bit that it had. Is this a trap? Nope, doesn't appear to be a trap. That's not destroyable. Alright then. That is though. What's in here? Adraban. More crafting material. Record of Solace Part 5. After so many years, some of the older wardens have begun to voice their discontent at staying in one place for so long. It is in the heritage, the very blood of the Pargrunan to wander, discover and settle. There are even whispers that Provetica could soon be upon us. Such superstition is unfortunately common among my older peers, that every settlement will one day face its Provetica, its final event. Of course they will. That is simply the way of the world. All things end. It gladdens this old heart to see that this nonsensical concept is fading away. Another symbol of whale on it. Alright. I have the feeling we're about to get some...
Kostya doesn't care who dies. That Korba must be stopped. We should move.
So Kostya killed them. That's what we're going with here. Well, we'll see. Maybe he went in here with a group. Maybe that's what we're getting at. Alright.
We don't want to be down here when Kostya does whatever he's planning.
No. Probably not. Borodin? Oh, he's got a name. Shoot him. Bind him. That skeleton priest needs to die. Let's freeze this guy first, I guess. That wasn't what I was intending, but... Right, essence. Ow. Heal. Bounce this off of him. Got him. Right. Binding roots. And that's a taunt. We now bounce this off of him. And ice pillar. Alright, hit him. And one of those. Essence. Big fire hing. Binding roots. Shoot him. Shoot him. Keep hitting him. And very, very, very dead. Cool.
We make a good squad.
Cool. I'm sure we've seen the name Borodin before. Maybe we saw the previous name before. Yeah, maybe they're related to some of the old Pargrunan tales, although it definitely wasn't a dwarf. But now we'll see. Another chest to open. That looks like another way... Oh no, that's the way we came in. Ah, I was going to say that looks like another way down. No, it's literally another way to get into this area. As in the way we took. Right. Up to the right. Shoot it.
Aye, aye.
I waited a second there when I got to it, just in case it was a trap. Alright. Lots more crafting material again. It really, really, really wants to make sure that you are well equipped for what is up ahead.
Knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
Through here. And then down the stairs. Check if there's anything on this floor. There isn't. Well, down the stairs again. Just thought I should check that whether there's anything on each floor as I go down, rather than missing something. There's a way to go there. Some lava down there. I don't see any obvious way back up, which would imply this isn't the way to go. However, there are more records over here. Let's see what these say. I, Elder Monk Koratana, am honored to be among those brave few that first landed on the shores of the living lands with our beloved founder. As he forged a path, we followed. He is not satisfied with the island's sunny coast, nor its verdant forests. It was clear he was looking for something. Even the arid deserts were not harsh enough for his liking. After coming across the tusks, Nandru was finally satisfied. We then learned what it was he sought, an island far into the acid sea. This, he said, was our calling, and that it was now our duty to protect it, so we have. Whale willing, our descendants will still patrol these wastes long after these old bones have turned to dust. Another symbol of whale on it. Alright. Interesting he was their beloved founder all the way back. Like, they were willing to follow him and do this. Like, from the start. Just wanted to have a look at this first, if that's alright with you. Well, that must be Sapadal. Those are the living land. Oh, that's definitely... Actually, that's a sign that there's a prison, right? Blocking them off from the living lands. So what do you mean, just jump? It's a little reckless, but, I mean, okay. Ooh. Stuff. Alright, back up here. Oh, that's the Adra pillar. That's where to go.
Daylight. Essence we have not felt in centuries.
Wait, is this the garden? This looks like the garden. I was expecting to see some lava sluices.
I know you can speak.
Kostya's in there.
Here. Now. It cannot be.
Wait, was that Kostya or was that someone else?
My brother, soul of my soul.
Nandru?
How did you find me here?
Why do you linger, spirit? What forces in the Adra tether you here?
A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the will to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me. I did not wish to be found.
Who are you?
I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run.
You're a godlike of Zapadal too, aren't you?
That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them. To us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them.
I'm going to... Wait, no. Let's say Zapadal is too dangerous to go free.
Yes, you see them with eyes unclouded. The ruined cities, the crevasses cleaved into the earth. They remade the land in their image. It reflects their twisted heart. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree.
How?
Your mind cannot understand it, but your soul, when the opportunity is before you, it will know what to do.
But where is the way, Nandru? How am I supposed to get there?
You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sabadal releases you to the same long peace.
How will I know the way to the garden when I find it?
It is only a door. Carved and warded by my own rough hands. It knew me. It will know you. Because the same thorn tears at us both.
If you can't reach the wheel, what will happen to you?
I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of.
Ooh. So he's talking about some Pillars 1 endgame stuff here. Thank you, Nandru.
Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, brother. And when you see Wodika, tell her I said hello.
Ooh.
Okay. You went away again, but this time seemed different.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there for a bit, but not like before.
Okay, so both Marius and Giada want to talk to us here. Well, we're not going to do that unless there's an obvious place to go to a camp. Right? I mean, we're just going to keep pressing forward. If there's a camp, we'll go to a camp, but I'm not turning all the way back now to go to the camp. Right. Let's press forward to the door.
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do with him after we stop him is fine with me.
What's crazy to me is Kostya's got down here somehow. That's what's nuts to me. Unless there was an easier route that he took or something.
Kostya's probably already there. Let's move.
There must have been an easier route that he took.
Stop this now.
Alright. Well, we were almost dead. Ah. We found a door. Probably not the one he was talking about. But it is a door.
Good. You're here.
Before we do that, first of all, this is mine. Ooh ho 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 ho! Solace Keep was an ambitious undertaking, but under Nandru's guidance, leadership and determination it was finished, a beacon that stands proud as a symbol of Pargrunan living within its walls. With this done, Nandru presented to us an even greater challenge, the Floating Foundry, a massive facility built atop a river of lava. Many wardens lost their lives securing the construction site, and many more died during the foundry's construction. Their sacrifices, while tragic, were not in vain. The Floating Foundry was erected, bringing with it arms and armour of unparalleled quality. Unfortunately, the foundry did not last long. Less than 8 years after its construction, tragedy struck. An eruption caused the river to swell, and none were able to make it to the sluice gate in time. Now only ruins remain. Though it is gone, may the foundry's fall serve as a reminder to all that unchecked ambition will lead to ruin. These are the final words of First Elder Monk Karatana. May whale guide me on my journey to the next life. And again a whale symbol. Interesting. So unparalleled weaponry, and then it just happened to have an eruption? Okay. So that's obviously the way forward, but we can't do that till we do this. Alright, you're gonna open the, like, you're obviously gonna open the sluice gates.
Help me destroy this winch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates.
Why? Why?
If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it.
The game crashed again. So it's been about, just to add on to my previous point, when I said like it was every 3 hours it crashes, it's been about 2 hours of gameplay and it crashed, maybe 2 hours and a half, let's say. Cool. Well, I'll meet you back at the conversation. And we're back. Well, if you don't open the gates, the keep will be overrun with lava.
Yes, exactly. I'm saving my people, Envoy. With your help, or without it.
Well, who was it you or was it you who told the Steel Garrote about the path to the garden?
Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living archives. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed the secret. By the way, is that novice still alive?
She's in prison.
I see. And what of the Steel Garrote? Should I assume they're all dead as well?
What do you mean as well? The novice is alive, she's in prison. The Steel Garrote were taken by the Dream Scourge. I had to defend myself.
And so you brought it back here? Among the wardens?
Dream Scourge doesn't work like that.
It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tusks until your people arrived.
Proof? Not true?
This is right. Another reason to destroy this place and go. This is how it should be. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here, doomed by an oath to a dead man.
No one should be bound to a pile of stones. Certainly not because of a centuries-old oath.
Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
Well, Nandru lied about the oath. The garden is a secret prison for a god. You're just the jailers.
Then my conviction only grows stronger, Envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
What would you have me do, Marius?
Well, he has a point. But it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating grasp of tradition.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want, but don't force everyone else to.
Mahala asked me to stop you.
Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves?
You're not going to goad me into not doing what I want to do. I can't let you do this.
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Oh, ice pillar and meteor shower and a very dead Kostya. He just went bouncing off the edge. Warden number 2, however, did a great job.
Well, that was fun.
Right. Councilman's garb and Councilman's shoes. Councilman's garb. Stealth attack damage and damage reduction plus additional damage reduction. This extravagant tunic was made specifically for Kostya at his request. The fabric is reinforced with incredibly durable steel threads to assuage some of his paranoia, and the metal plating hanging from it has been oiled and treated to ensure that it makes absolutely no noise. The result is surprisingly effective protection that does not appear to be so at first glance. Also, while we're here, I'm going to equip the intellect one, because I'm getting the feeling that we probably don't need currency at this point. Right, and then Councilor's shoes. Though at first glance these shoes appear to be purely for show, they are surprisingly functional, common enough among members of the Solace Council. Kostya, as usual, went above and beyond and had his shoes enchanted. Of utmost importance is the Supreme Comfort enchantment. As frivolous as it seems, they helped a great deal when trying to keep a level head after hours of standing around a council table. Additionally, as a paranoid individual, Kostya tried his best to prepare for any possibility. These shoes were enchanted to help him stay out of harm's way when he inevitably angered his fellow council members. Fortunately, or unfortunately for him, they were not enough to prepare him for you. At least you have some very nice shoes now. They give you 3 dexterity and dodge distance and essence. That's pretty good. I mean, not as good as our Glimmering Merchant shoes, but pretty good. Right, and then we have the loot up here that we've already looted. Right. What I will say is that I have actually done this fight before. And then I realized that my mic was muted. And then redid it just then. However, it did go almost identically. He is not a difficult fight. Right, let's open the sluice gates. I say this mainly because what we're about to do, or what it's about to ask us to do, is very, very stupid. But I figured out how the game wants you to do it. So we're going to do that now. It's to explain why I'm not umming and awing. Also, we have now opened the sluice gates, and the lava is now lowering, which is good. I still don't understand why they would make them like this. Like, why would they design this like this? Doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you not maintain the route to your sluice gates, the only answer against lava? It doesn't make any sense at all, but maybe there just hasn't been any lava attacks in a while. Right, so what it says is it says speak to Mahala, and it gives you that marker here. So what I did in the muted session is I went all the way around there and went, oh, there's no way back up, and then all the way back here. Yeah, you want to go through this door. It then gives you that door, which could be the way that they got in here and then like it collapsed behind. That could be true. And then it takes you up here. Where is up here? Well, up here is, once it loads, and this is roughly around the time I found out I was muted, the fast travel point. So it wants you to go here and then, you know, you fast travel out of here. Still don't know why you wouldn't put fast travel on Solace Keep, but anyway, maybe they wanted you to walk in for the atmosphere. Right. We need to go to the party camp. Everyone wants to speak to us.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
I kind of agree with Marius, it isn't any of our choices, but with Solace standing, those who want to leave can, and those who want to stay still have the choice.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
You saw how hard it was for Amalia and her people to leave. They were only allowed to because you found an extraordinary loophole. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now.
I think letting Solace stand was the right choice.
You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
Enough talking in circles. Let's save our strength for the garden. I, for one, could use a long rest. And I'm betting the envoy could, too.
Who can sleep at a time like this?
I know, I'm excited too, dearie. But we need our beauty sleep, don't we?
Sure. Let's talk.
I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the Living Lands is incompetent. Truly. Is there no vetting process? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their leaders with more care in the future. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing perfume, but I think a few words from you would help too.
I'm surprised you wanted to burn the keep down.
Well, of course, I'm not suggesting it's always a fix for issues. But those poor Pargrunen are clearly prisoners of their traditions. I think getting rid of the keep could have helped more than they realized. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaro.
You're harsh on Vidaro, aren't you?
Well, perhaps if he wasn't so rude to Giada, I could find it in my heart to be kinder. Or if he was more competent, like his father. Either one. We're losing focus on the important things. Things like the garden. Oh, come on, Envoy, let's get going. How can I help, darling?
Right.
Mind if I do?
Next, Marius.
Envoy, you're probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it.
Maybe they'll welcome you home as a hero.
Ha! A statue of me next to Nandru, rolling my eyes and drunk on Wodak. But enough of that. You have a lot to do, and I'm right behind you. Right, changing the subject.
Cool.
Thanks for talking.
Giata.
I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why?
The wardens should decide for themselves whether or not to leave.
I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways.
Well, some cultures saw the godlike as harbingers of change.
Then it's a good thing you're here. Better late than never. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting.
Alright. And then
Not
I
before I've done some
think...
reading.
Oh, her again.
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru, a godlike, same as you. What did he say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement?
Told me to kill Sapadal.
Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands.
What if Sapadal is as awful as Nandru says?
What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider one's choices. No one is closer to Sapadal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts.
Well, I mean, you know, Nandru did create his own afterlife, effectively, to avoid Sapadal. He did deny his soul resurrection in order to avoid Sapadal. He is very much anti-Sapadal, to the point of never wanting to interact with Sapadal again. I think maybe there's something we could learn from him. Let's say what happened to Nandru is enough to make me fear Sapadal.
That's perfectly valid. Gods are terrifying in the best of times. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter what you do about Sapadal, it can't get any worse. I wish I could say the same for the living lands.
Alright.
Pleasant dreams.
And I think there's more people who need to speak to us. Yes, Marius.
Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow.
I spoke to the spirit of Nandru, actually.
Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace.
He suggested that I kill Sapadal, actually.
Well, that's not what I was expecting. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Blessed stay impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need?
That's enough. I just need to check whether you need to speak with me again. Nope, 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 nope. Right, time to leave. And then we need to go and speak with Mihala. Which involves a long run into Solace Keep. Which is quite a long run, really, from the nearest quick travel point. Okay, here's another question for this quick travel point. I'm sure there's a reason for it, right? But why would you not put it there, right? Like on the bridge, instead of down there? Because if you put it on the bridge, then you could easily, like, even fast travel from there to there, and it might be worth it. But if you put it all the way down there, then, like, it's a long run no matter what you do. I mean, obviously they want you to do this run in, right? Because it's cool. But, I mean, you could also just disable the fast travel points. I don't know, maybe they don't have a way of disabling individual fast travel points, they just disable fast travel as a whole. Maybe that's why. Maybe they want it so if you can fast travel, you can always fast travel somewhere. I suppose they disabled the one in Fior, but maybe that's a different map. Maybe they didn't want to load in that many different maps. I don't know. There's lots of different reasons why things might be the way they are. But anyway. Hello, Mihala.
What happened at Diren? Is everyone alright?
Ooh, your oath to Nandru is a lie? I don't think it's the time. The keep and many of your people are safe.
Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home.
It wouldn't have been right to let the keep be destroyed.
Maybe. After everything that has happened, I can't help but wonder if perhaps Kostya was right. Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently. Marius, could I speak to you?
Right, did she just ask that? Or am I having another nightmare?
Face your fears, Marius.
Knew you were gonna say that. Okay, let's hear it.
I'm so glad you're safe and that you're surrounded by good people.
All right, waiting for the but?
There's no but waiting. That's all I wanted to say. Truly. I am genuinely happy you found friendship, Marius. You always deserved more than the world gave you. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, you've always given me more than I deserved.
I don't feel like I should say anything here. I don't feel like it's really my place to say anything in this one, but let's just say that was a kind thing to say. Really, we should just stay silent and move on. It was their moment, but I guess I'll interject myself.
It was a true thing.
Cool. And now we are done with everything. I guess we should go to the party camp. Because there is one reason why we would want to go to the party camp. We should go to the party camp purely to upgrade our equipment. Because quite clearly, if we're going to the garden, this is the end of the game. Or we should at least treat it like the end of the game. I don't know whether it is, but yeah, let's do it. So we need, to upgrade our weapon, we need 26 glasswood branches and 18 toad-writhe toadstools. So I can create quite a lot of these. So how many did I need? 18. Alright, so I need 18 of these. So it turns out I had quite a lot of crafting material. And then I need, not 4, I need 26 branches. Yeah, I can do 26 branches. Yep. There we go. Let's make it. I'm actually 1 over in each because I had one. Nice. The grimoire. We can upgrade if I have 12 toadstools. Well, toadstools. 12. Might as well upgrade it to max. I mean, sure, it makes our ability cost go down by 9%. Oh, fully upgrade your weapon. Big iron on your hip. Achievement. Then the War Mage's robe. What do I need? I need another 18 toadstools and another 42 dragon hide. Okay, toadstools. I need 18, it said. Well, there's 18. And then dragon hides. Was it 42, I said? It's something like that. Yeah, so I have quite a lot of crafting material. There we go. Right. Now we got that. Jingle, jangle, jingle. Equip a fully upgraded set of armor. I have no idea why both of them are references to, like, I want to say like one of the first songs you hear in Fallout New Vegas. But, oh no, those are just those are separate songs you hear in Fallout New Vegas. I have no idea why. Maybe all the other achievements are references to Fallout New Vegas as well, but weird. Anyway, let's go to this fast travel point. And then, hopefully, I'll look down and see that my mic is not muted. And we'll end the episode. So, let's put away that. Thank you very much for watching. And next time, we will enter the garden. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.